We are going to start our Yayoi Kusama inspired pumpkins by filling up a paper with dots. That's going to be our background. Now we are going to draw and cut out our pumpkin. Just a simple round shape. It can be lumpy, it can be bumpy, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to go back in and add this kind of dent for the top and then kind of a rectangular stem. I am darkening my lines that I'm going to keep. I'm even going to trace in marker so that it is easy for me to see when I'm ready to cut. Don't worry, this is actually the back of my pumpkin, so all of those extra lines aren't going to be seen when we glue it down. I'm going to cut on that line that I darkened, and sometimes when you're cutting out a big shape like this, it's easier to come at your cuts from different directions. So don't think you have to keep cutting in a line all the way around the pumpkin. You can kind of take off chunks of paper as you need to make it easier for yourself. I've finished up. I'm gonna put my scraps in recycling, and here's my pumpkin. If we're waiting another day to finish, we're gonna add our name to the back of it. Next, we're gonna get that cut pumpkin glued down to our beautiful dotted paper. I'm gonna use my glue stick and rub it all around the outline of my pumpkin. That's gonna make sure that my edges get stuck down. And a couple swirls or crisscrosses in the middle. And then flip it over and place it on my beautiful dotted paper. Now, Yayoi Kusama wasn't called the Queen of Polka Dots for nothing. She would make a polka dotted background, and then her subject would be covered in polka dots as well. So we're gonna add some detail to our pumpkin, and then we're gonna fill it in with even more polka dots. I'm using my ink to go ahead and trace the outline of my pumpkin and the outline of my stem. Now I'm gonna add some curved lines to my pumpkin. These lines are gonna help my pumpkin look a little bit more like a three-dimensional form. We know that pumpkins are round, kind of like a ball. They're not flat like this piece of paper. So those curved lines are gonna kind of give the illusion that my pumpkin is round like a ball. After that, it's polka dot time. I'm gonna use my ink dauber in different ways to create different sizes of dots. I can gently press down like this and make a dot exactly the size of my ink dauber. Or I can go around and around in a circle to make dots as big as I want them to be. It's kind of hard with the ink dauber to make dots any smaller than the head of the ink dauber. So you're gonna have to think about that as the smallest dot that you can make. You're gonna keep going until your pumpkin is filled up with polka dots. We are not using our black ink dauber to add any more dots into the background because sometimes that makes it hard for us to see the beautiful design on our pumpkin if those black dots go everywhere. We want something in our piece called contrast, where the different parts look different.